Hey y'all, hey. Um, Yesterday we talked about the things in our life that cause the pain. Today we're gonna talk about how to sit in it. It's so important to just sit with the things that you're struggling with and being honest with yourself about it. A lot of the times, especially as we're getting older and a lot of time has passed from the hurt, we'll tell ourselves things like, or other people will tell you, like, oh, it's been so long, you got to get over that, you got to get past it. Um, and you do, but it's not just forgetting and forgiving and never looking at it and evaluating it and being present in how it made you feel. That's what allows you to carry it and continue the cycle of living through trauma, pain, survival, and lack. So, um, whether it just happened yesterday or your earliest memory of pain, you have to find you a safe space. Um, for me, it's outdoors. Okay. Um, I'm a girl that loves to ground. Okay, so I release a lot back into the earth. Okay, just get outside, put your hands in the grass, get them feet in the grass. Okay, and if that's your thing. A lot of people got allergies, okay? They ain't trying to be outside, it bothers them, okay? If yours is, you got a little reading nook in your house, a little place to sit in your window, whether it is a little special spot you go to cut off and reminisce, if it's your car, if it's your taking a drive, whatever your thing is, okay? Um, just go into the space that you feel safe and comfortable. And don't only just think about it, write it down, say it to yourself out loud. Um, I, when I first started recording, I needed to hear it out loud. I needed it to be said out loud. I needed to speak it out loud. I needed to feel it out loud. And so I did. That's exactly what I did. I said it out loud because I had never heard it was real. When you are going through, or in a family where secrets are a norm, things will never be talked about that needed to be addressed for you. Um, and maybe you'll never hear it addressed by the people that caused the pain or by the people that you felt should have kept you safe. But you are still owed that. Okay? So give it to yourself. You don't have to keep waiting on other people to give it to you. Give it to yourself. And so once I had heard it out loud, even for myself, I had lived the experience. I knew it was true. Um, but when you are in trauma, when you are in survival mode, there's no place for it. There's no place for emotion. There's no place for justice. There's no place for peace. Everything is chaos. Your body is in a constant, like, fight or flight, always, like, just fight or flight. And your nervous system deserves to be regulated. You deserve to move around the world and not looking for the next shoe to drop. You deserve moving around the world without your head on a swivel, looking for all the enemies. Um, I was talking to my niece the other day about stranger danger. That was something we were taught, and our minds can't fathom the danger is so much closer than that. It wasn't a stranger that caused me pain. It wasn't a stranger that hurt me. It wasn't a stranger that was my first bully. It wasn't a stranger that tried to break me down and belittle me. I was even talking about yesterday that my mother's nickname for me when I was a kid was Mud. And I often sit with, like, why did the people that brought me into this world, and some knowing and some unknowing, right? Some stuff is unconsciously done because it's just what they were taught, right? But yeah, why the people closest to me wanted to tear me down and break me. And I had one of those God wink moments yesterday where I just could sit and talk raw. You know, just be the authentic me, okay? No censoring, no having to think, is this something weird or will it be perceived wrong out loud? Like, just talk, okay? And I brought that up, and she said, baby, do you know how strong Mud is? Do you know what it takes to get out of mud? You gotta get a different perspective of that. You carrying something that somebody tried to hurt you with. You wear that as a badge of honor. People fight. Mud is so strong. It's encompassing. People fight so hard to get out the mud when they get stuck. Powerful trucks need to put wood panels under it to get some traction to fight to get up out of it. Even when you're in that tussle, the tires is kicking back, that mud is spitting up on you and fighting. You got to get a new perspective on that, okay? So it's even good to, when you're elevating, okay? It's not, let me tell you this, okay? When you begin healing and wanting to get things out, okay? Everything happened for a reason in my life, okay? It happened how it's supposed to happen for you. But if we can get ahead of some of that pain, this is how life has been. Yesterday I was at somebody's house and the fish just all drew to the side. If I can put it in, I will, but probably not. Okay, I'm not an editor. But birds have been like that. Like, just, I done had a hawk just coming around. Okay, I might put them all in there. We'll see. Okay. So, anyway, you have to know it's not safe to share things with everybody. Because when you are healing, and a lot of the times you'll begin healing in an unhealed place. Okay, you'll be surrounded by people that have had the same mindset that you have been working in, co-signing survival and trauma. And so when you begin healing, it has to be isolated because, oh, this cardinal. I forgot all about the cardinal, okay? Um, when you begin healing, it has to be isolated because you are so vulnerable. You are in such a vulnerable state to be taken advantage of. You're opening up wounds that have been closed off for years. You are starting to prioritize yourself. And people that have been able to use you in one way or another, or misuse you in one way or another, whether it is being able to dump or gossip or keep you low so you're on the same level. They'll start fighting back against your growth. You start feeling those buckbacks, like, oh, whoa, well, where did that come from? Where did all the hostility come from? Where did you needing to say that or bring me down a notch come from? And it'll be because who do you think you are to change our norm? Who do you think you are that you gotta handle things in yourself that we ain't handled in generations, okay? Who do you think you are to do things differently than what has been our norm, okay? And so don't take it personal, okay? Just keep on doing your thing, okay? Even when you have those moments, because sometimes you won't know where your safe place is yet, okay? You'll be like, nah, this my road dog. This been the solid, the first, okay? Like, this is my girl, this my guy, okay? You'll find out quickly. Not on your next level, okay? Not on your next level, okay? So the best you can, okay? Heads up. The best you can. Just try to do what you can do in isolation. Okay, that's the first thing. Then you have to give yourself permission to feel it. Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, right? You are in a place where you do not feel validated to say it hurt, question why relationships weren't what you expected or intended for them to be. Why you were born to the people you were born to, or experience the situations that you experienced. It's okay to have questions. God just wants you to get to a place where you can be honest with yourself. It's not about anybody else. It's about you getting honest with things that did not look, feel right to you. It's your experience. A lot of times we just fall into the place of family and friendships and relationships and we don't feel like it's my experience. It's your experience. And you're allowed to feel however you feel about it. Feel it. Confirmation, okay. Feel it. And don't regret it, okay? Now, this is also a very sensitive place that when you start opening up, it's not safe for you to be around the people that hurt you. A lot of people want to heal in the place that hurt them. Some people don't have a choice, right? So if you got to start healing and you start feeling that because it's so close, that's just what's got to happen, right? But if you have a choice in the matter, and I'm not even talking about you got to move out the city, stop taking people's phone calls. Stop answering the door. Stop responding to messages. Like, you are allowed to do that. They will be angry about it. They will be upset. You have to focus on you for a while. I made a grave mistake in thinking that once I started seeing things in a different way, that I could start sharing that and trying to get people on this new wave of healing and growing and glowing. They ain't here for it, okay? They ain't here for it. So don't waste your time on trying to figure it out with them. You do what you have to do for you, and the ones that are coming behind you, and the ones that are watching you, okay? Because it's not just the ones that grow from you. It's the ones that grow while you are growing, the littles, okay? The littles that are going to watch that you did things differently and that they can. They're allowed, they have a right to, because they watched it happen. They watched somebody take control, take their life back and say, like, not me. I had to tell myself for over and over again when I was like on that brink of like pushing forward or going back. It stops with me. This stops with me. This stops with me. Like, I even told God, like, if I don't reproduce to not carry on this nonsense, I won't. I won't, because I have to see it different. Like, it will hurt me so bad to have to answer to my children that I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't heal. I just couldn't deal with my trauma. I couldn't deal with my pain. I couldn't deal with the suffering I had went through, that I just dumped it on them. I could not face that. And so, yeah, I had to do things differently. And healing is not pretty. I know a lot of times, like, you'll see people that have been through several stages of healing, okay? You're going to heal until you leave this earth. There will be triggers. There will be things always, okay? You just find different ways of coping with them and setting boundaries and standards around yourself that you can move differently, that you're not in a constant cycle of it daily, okay? That's another big thing. Like, you got to get out of these cycles of the norm. You have to create a new norm for yourself. And so, yeah, you'll see people and you think, oh, wow, look at that healing on them. Baby, it's just walking through your house and it hitting you some days and you fall into your knees and crying and then start crying about there's nobody here to comfort you. Then you crying about that. Then you crying about just experiences from your childhood and why your mama and daddy couldn't love you right, like snotting and not being able to breathe sometimes. Like, it looks like waking up and wondering why. It looks like losing all your friends. It looks like outgrowing the relationships you've been in. It's lonely. But every phase of it, every level of it, I dropped a weight off of me. I dropped a weight off that I was lighter. Like our work to get back to God is like releasing everything that we return like He sent us, okay? That we return back to Him as He sent us. Our hearts light as a feather. We feeling no weight about the things we've done, okay? You can't let healing make you vengeful, okay? Because when you start facing the things, you will get angry, okay? It's fine. Rage it out. Go scream. Punch a pillow, okay? Like, let it out of your body. It's so important that it doesn't stay trapped inside of you. You have to release it and keep releasing it. You deserve better than that chaos being trapped in your nervous system. Start stretching, okay? Y'all have your own methods. There's some things that are very important in this, okay? Baby, you need to drink water. Flush that system out, literally and figuratively, okay? Drink water. Stretch when you wake up and before you go to bed. I mean, the tension. You gotta get it out, okay? So stretch, baby, stretch. Start putting nourishment into yourself. And you'll start seeing it in your skin, okay? You'll start seeing the stretching in your posture, okay? You'll start looking at yourself differently. And it'll just keep on helping you, like, oh yeah, keep going. It's important. Look at us. We doing it, okay? And I'm here for you, okay? I'm here for you. Just know that I've experienced too. I've experienced hurt too. I've experienced trauma too. I've experienced living in survival too. I've experienced living in lack too. Drop it in the comments, baby. Let's talk about it, okay? God knows what I deserve. God knows what you deserve.